about this group?
We're coming along, just from the standpoint of just how you build a team. From the standpoint, I've been here 6 months now. I've gotten to know names, gotten to know a little bit of a character about them and how they do things. But we're trying to build great men on county line, and in doing that, get ourselves ready for 2025.
What can you tell us about the difficulties of coming in and trying to have to start from scratch?
I really wouldn't say it's from scratch. It's just from the standpoint Coach McGee did a tremendous job in building the program and kind of building that stepping stone. Wade Waldrop even before him. We're just looking to take that next step. When you take that next step, it comes with the fact of a little bit of, I say, tension, being uncomfortable. If you get to the point where you're uncomfortable, but you can find comfort in that and understand just really where you're trying to go, and we want to be really good in November.
What do you think the buy-in's been like from the guys?
The buy-in's been really great, just from the standpoint, I keep saying the standpoint, I'm editing that, but just in how they kind of go about their day. I put a lot of pressure on them just from the standpoint of what we do daily. I'm sure it's changed some, but at the end of the day, football's football, and we're getting close to that part.
And you take over a program that's considered one of the better ones in the region. What is it like for you trying to upkeep that standard to make sure the guys keep going?
I tell them from day one, we don't just want to be the best in the region, we want to be the best in the state. Our standard is the standard. One thing we told them the other day, it talks about physicality travels. If you want to win the playoffs, you got to be physical. You've got to understand that with that comes discipline. Discipline is going to travel also. I like the way the new state playoff set up, and that you play the entire state. There's a chance and opportunity. You can play a team from Mobile, you can play a team from Montgomery, you can play a team from Birmingham. So just settling just for the region is not really just in my mindset of where we are. Is that we want to control the whole state. Obviously, there's a stepping stone in that, and that you got to start in August. You got to start with the Gardendale game, and in that aspect, just from the big picture, though, we just don't sail and talk about, hey, let's just play the teams from the Tennessee Valley area.
What would you say you've learned about this group over the summer?
They work hard, and I say that because there's a lot of teams that are going to say they work hard, but just the buy-in and the pressure in which I put upon them, just from a conditioning standpoint, that it has been somewhat different in that we talk about 4 quarters, and that when we run, oftentimes if we're running 20 reps, I'm going to run 5 reps and say first quarter. Going to run 5 more and call second quarter, just to kind of get in that mindset that you finish games a certain type of way, and then when you get that the second quarter tempo can't pull off, and the fourth quarter tempo has to be the mindset of finish. When you think about this region, you think about finishing, and the fact that at the end of the day, you got to call it what it is. You're 0-24 in the playoff games in the last 6 years. Somebody's got to eventually take that stepping stone. I think the coaches in this region are really good at what they do, and we're just trying to break through. And hopefully we can kind of raise the bar and raise the standard on what that is on county line and pull everyone forward.
What are the expectations for this group?
To be vital to you, I mean, let's just be straight up. Let's win games to get ourselves in the playoffs, to give our chance an opportunity to do something that hasn't been done. And doing that, it just comes with the process. There's 3 things in which you got to be good at in football. You got to be good at special teams, you got to be good at explosives, and you got to be good at stopping the run game. If you don't stop the run game from the standpoint of the playoffs, and that goes back to the physicality standpoint. If you're not a very physical football team, you will not play very long in November.
Where would you put the confidence level based off what you've seen so far?
What I've seen, I'd probably say 8 currently. I don't want to go 10 just from the standpoint we haven't played a game yet. But usually the buy-in comes with winning. As a saying that the fun's in the winning. If you win, usually that confidence is going to continue to increase. But as a coach, you got to understand that there's going to be highs and there's lows, and you want to kind of level them out from the standpoint that they don't want to get too high, they don't want to get too low throughout the season.
What are some of the things you feel like you should work on in fall camp as well?
I'm going to just be honest with you. You got to be physical. And that physicality standpoint just comes with the fact of actually putting on pads. Throughout the summer, you have on helmets, and that physicality will ultimately kind of help you win games, and the ability to shed blocks and tackle well and do those things tremendously well, consistently, and at a high level. And you don't want to peak at the wrong time. That's why I say you want to be really good by mid-October, and then going into November playing your best football.
What can you tell us about the 2 guys you brought with you?
The 2 guys, Alex Lively, Mason Rose, tremendous guys. I'll start with Mason Rose. He's going to be a 3-year starter. DB, that's really hard in Class 7A, regardless of the region in which you play in, because, again, Coach McGee had a lot of trust in him, and obviously the trust in which I have in him. But you put a 15-year-old on the field against 18-year-olds, 17, 18-year-olds, you got to have a high level of play, high level of consistency. Alex Lively, he's a 2-year starter, done tremendously well, catches the ball well, really shifty in the slot. We look to get him the ball in space and see what he can do.